Hello, Fredlings. I'm Claude from Chicago. We are here for real people, the real creativity in real time. Fredlings never give up, and I want you. And today we are back on our Superflat series here, which is now officially on version 20.11. As of yesterday, as our last live stream, we are in the new version, if I'm correct. If not, it was the stream before that. We are having some microphone issues pointed out to me by a few people over the last couple months, and if that happens, unfortunately, I can't do anything about it today. It just is what it is. But we are getting a new microphone. It will be coming Thursday. I ordered my Amazon the other day. I ordered it literally last night. I ordered it on Amazon. Or no, sorry. Last night on Amazon, I ordered like a $40 or a $50 like with shipping, tax, etc. Well, I just wait until we get free shipping. So what is that, $35? But I did have a. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I got a free shipping yesterday. Ordered my products, and then I go this morning. I wake up and I read a comment saying that my microphone is having issues again, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! So I go find the little cheap microphone that I was going to get before when I was having these issues, and I was like, of course, I just literally checked out like 8 hours ago. I mean, I don't know. So then I looked around, and there was free shipping on it. So I'm ordering on a different order. But I got free shipping, so I cannot complain. So if you missed our last live stream, you missed, I mean, every live stream, if you miss a lot. I don't know what to say. There's not a lot to miss. I mean, if you missed in the last live stream, we filled in the water. We made a little test example there of our mountain. And now we're going to chop some trees down. We definitely need more birch trees. We have more than enough spruce trees. My sister was using my computer earlier for school, and she definitely pressed my DPI switch. So let me fix that real quick. I think this is. She accidentally pushed the button. Like, there we go. All right, I think that's fine. I have ever since I progressed through the Minecraft using the DPI switch. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place. I feel like we just started the stream, didn't we? When I first started playing Fortnite on my computer, or on my actually PS4 back in the day, I only had one coffee table, and I had enough room just for a keyboard and a mouse. And I had like no room, so I needed to have a really high DPI setting so I could move my mouse faster. Eventually, I came up with the big brain ideas / my parents would allow me to use another coffee table for permanently set up. So then I would put 2 coffee tables, one for my keyboard and the other one just for my mouse. Then eventually, I ended up obviously building this desk with my dad, and now I have more than enough room, and I actually had to get an entire mouse pad, like a full length one, like what those super streamers have. The only problem is with this mouse here is I do get caught on my right monitor. I can't go any more over. Sometimes I get caught on my right monitor. And the other option is, too, which it should be fixed with this new microphone that I got, that it's coming on Thursday, is I have a microphone stand, and it gets caught here, and I can't go all the way to the left. So I am still limited on the movement on this. Sometimes also the microphone cord gets caught because I'm running it behind the desk. It gets caught, like, with all the other wires that are coming up through the hole, which isn't a lot. I mean, there's a huge hole in it. Like, it's probably like, I don't know, an inch hole, if not bigger, maybe like 1.5 inches. And it still gets stuck on it. Like, there's wires coming up. I permanently unplugged my webcam microphone after Sith Lord told me about my microphone having the issue for, like, yet again. No. Sith Lord didn't tell me about that. Sith Lord did tell me there was a microphone issue. Yes, a long time ago. He did tell me about that, sure. But there was another point where I was having microphone issues, and I lost an entire stream to a webcam microphone, which people were watching, and, like, nobody said, "Hey, Claude, your microphone sounds like bling blong." Nobody said that, which was crazy, because there was a lot of people talking in the chat, but apparently people are good with bling blong audio. I am not good with bling blong audio, okay? So after that point, I just went under my computer and I yanked out well, I actually unplugged it very softly, but I pretty much yeeted that cord out the computer softly, of course. And my webcam microphone will never come on, ever, because that's, I think, was the problem. I think this microphone that If you are new to the channel, the microphone that I am using is a Guitar Hero microphone. Not a Rock Band microphone, a Guitar Hero microphone. I always find that interesting when I explain that to people. Apparently, a lot of people that I tell that story to just like know that like Guitar Hero has a singing section. When I grew up, we knew Rock Band was the only one that had a singing section, but apparently other people knew that apparently other people knew that it's a Guitar Hero microphone, but I didn't know that. So that's how I always explain the story. I always still find it interesting. But this microphone is going to be officially, it's called officially retired. It's going to be thrown straight into the recycling bin because we recycle here. We recycle here at Claude from Chicago. We're going to yeet it into a recycling bin, and it will be gone for history. It'll be scrapped down, melted down, reused. When you realize that the recycling bin actually just like the recycling bin actually just takes all the stuff and puts it in a landfill. No, that's not how it works. But all right, we are officially almost two pumpkin seeds away from getting this to be fully pumpkin farm, which I probably will keep this as a pumpkin farm. Like I said, I might do 50-50 as melons, but pumpkins are way more valuable than watermelons. So I just want to let you know that watermelons are less valuable than pumpkins, and it is what it is. There's nothing to say. All right, now we're still having slime issues. I don't know why. Oh, I did press the wrong button. F3G. Why is there F3G, Claude, not F3T? Why are we having slime issues here? Okay, so this slime spawned on the singular piece of stone right here, didn't it? I think slimes can actually spawn on just that, like on that too. Which if that's the case, then I'm going to have to fix that later. But that is good to know that that guy's still spawning there. All right, what are we going to do on today's live stream? That is a really good question. I actually don't know. I wanted to move all my stuff over to my new base. And I kind of want to do that still, but before I do that, I actually want to take a look and plant a bunch of crops. Now, it's been a couple streams, guys. You've got to give me a break here. You've got to give me a break. We haven't planted crops on a stream in a long time. And, yes, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. I agree. But it needs to be done, and I didn't do it last night after the stream was over because I was streaming. And I kind of want to get this, like, going. So we're going to plant in some potatoes. We're going to plant in carrots. And we're going to call it a day. We started this at 5:35 p.m. Central Standard Time planting these crops. So let's see how long it takes to plant this. We did significantly remove a lot of farming ground. And if people are new to the channel and to the series, we have removed this amount of crops. Everything in here. So it should not be 25 minutes. We started this at 5:35. Still 5:35. We must have started exactly on the dot or halfway through because it just turned to 36. We're going to be planting just potatoes and carrots. I really don't need to put these all in the hotbar, but I'm going to anyways because I kind of like seeing them all in my hotbar. Potatoes and carrots will give you more than one. I think they give you at least one back. Sure, they always will give you one back if you're fully grown or not. But I think they could possibly give you one will grow 3 and one could maybe grow 4. I never really counted them like that. Also, what I realized actually is recently, I didn't know. Oh, I never actually planted crops like this. I've never actually planted crops in third person like so. Okay, let's actually do this for a little bit. This is actually kind of trippy, I'm not going to lie. Apparently, you can just use a fortune anything that has fortune on it. I mean, I guess not anything. Fortune like a hoe, a sword, a pickaxe, anything that has fortune on it. Apparently, if you harvest crops that are fully grown, it will give you more than what it is. I never knew that was a thing. I thought that was only for a hoe. If I ever thought that, but I don't even think I thought that. I think it was, I literally was like, there's not any way to get more crops than just the base. I don't know. I've been playing Minecraft for a very long time. For people that don't know, I've been playing this since at least beta. But, at least beta. I think I was playing an alpha, but beta for sure. And, yeah, Definitely don't know. Speaking of, I haven't actually seen a lot of updates. I've been trying to figure out what is going on with the new villager update. What happened to all the YouTubers back in the day that would just go straight to the point and tell you what was what? Every YouTube video that I see with the new Minecraft update, they have like they don't tell you anything for the first 3 or 4 minutes. What is new with the villagers? I mean, I read the logs from Minecraft itself, Mojang itself, and the only thing that I ever saw was that they changed the Wandering Trader, and you can craft name tags. That's, I think, the only change that I've seen, but I actually don't know if that is all that has been done. But what I do need to know, like in terms of villagers, I know there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's in the game. I don't really care about the other stuff in the game, to be honest with you. I only care about the villagers because this entire series revolves around villagers. And if we cannot have villagers do what we want, like we have had for many, many years, this challenge is going to get a lot harder. It's still possible to survive on not having villagers do things, but I would like to, I would like to have a stream or a series where I don't have to like really struggle. Okay, there's a few things that we're gonna want to do here. I'm gonna wait until all these potatoes are if we plant all the potatoes, or no, I am timing myself here. I keep forgetting. I am timing myself here. I wanna figure out how long this takes to plant. All right. Well, we can't break away. I was gonna break away here after I finish these 4, but I want to see how long it takes to plant because I want to keep going. I want to keep going, and I want to do something with the villager while we're here. I want to get mending. I want to get mending today, or feather falling 4. Those are the big enchantments. I think that's what we're going to do after this. I said I was going to move all my stuff. I said my next major project would be also to work on working on my house, but I mean, we're not doing a major project today. Should have asked that question. Are you doing your next major project today? No, I never said I was going to do that, but I did want to work on getting my villagers coming through. I definitely want to get that done today. I've changed my mind. That is definitely the priority. Today is the priority to doing that. I need to come up with a cool design, though, for my my house. I don't know what I want to do. I want to build it completely out of wood. That's for sure. I know wood isn't really, like, super valuable like cobblestone is. Cobblestone, I guess, would be the most valuable block in the game. I don't want to build it at all with cobblestone. I definitely want to build it with, or stone, or smooth bricks. I want to use wood. I never really challenged myself with using wood other than, like, oak and spruce. So I think if we did build a house, and when we do build our house, not if, when we build our house. I mean, I guess if we die in today's stream, we would never build it, but I want to make sure that I do not use, like, maybe little bits of spruce can be tucked in there. Maybe a little bits of, those things can be put in there, sure. But I do not want it to be a majority of that. I want it to be birch and mangrove and jungle. Specifically of mangrove, if I can get it to be like 90% mangrove, that would be a first, because I've only grown 1 mangrove tree, and I only cut 1 mangrove tree down. Not just in this world. In my entire Minecraft life, that is all I've cut down. Isn't that crazy to think about? You know, when they show the Minecraft stats, which we're going to go look at in a second when we're doing this villager, they tell you how many blocks you've broken in this world, and how many times you walked, and how many times you pressed right click, and I forgot you can just hold down, we can just load in the texture pack, which is F3T for our PC players on Java. It just automatically plants for you. Or, I mean, if you did this with left click as well, it could automatically break blocks. But, what was I going to say? I'm getting distracted. I always get distracted. You know how it shows the stats? I think that there should be an option that shows to your player's account how many blocks you've broken in survivor mode overall that's currently on your computer, and then how many you've done in creative mode on your computer. I don't know how they would track that, but maybe they could just look at the world file size and see how many worlds you have, and then do the math that way. I would say all time, but they shouldn't link something permanently to your online account. I hate accounts that do that. Fortnite is one of them. They tell you your career high level for your Fortnite account. And you go onto your Fortnite account and it says your career high level like 3,000 or 2,000 or 1,000. And then you look, but remember the first this first Minecraft season, which was season 2, first Fortnite season, not Minecraft season. The first Fortnite season, what was the max level? Was 65? Like that was the max level, and then the next one was like 100. Maybe it was only like that was it. So your valuation of levels is completely different. There is Fortnite inflation, by the way. You can tell with the Fortnite inflation when you have too many workers and then they fire them for AI employees. But there's also Fortnite inflation in terms of V-Bucks. Then there's Fortnite inflation that Save the World is no longer free to play. So there's a lot of things. I would like to say, though, I know there's a lot of people that enjoyed... sorry, not a lot of people. I know a few people. A handful of people. Not a lot. A handful of people that played Rocket Racing, and now Rocket Racing is gone. It will be gone if it's not already on. I want to say personally thank Fortnite for getting rid of Rocket Racing. I absolutely hated that game mode, and I've always hated that game mode. It was terrible. It was never thought out as quite a solid theme or idea. There was way too many issues with it that they decided to not address. They put it in just for fun, and it should have been a limited time mode. It should have never been a permanent full-time mode by the amount of effort they did. So, thank you, Fortnite, for getting rid of one of the worst game modes you have ever made in your life. Speaking of another worst game mode that you've ever made in your life, I would say is Reload. I don't think the Reload game is bad in terms of the entirety of the game. But Reload definitely needs to be... If you don't die until the last couple people, you should be able to continue to respawn. Not when we get to the final circle that everyone loses their respawns, even the people that didn't spend them. No. If you are good enough to not die from the beginning of the game to the part where it gets rid of your reloads, you should be able to keep those last three respawns. And I don't know how they would do it with the team, but maybe they would just give the team 3 respawns or 4 respawns, whatever. But there should be, the respawn rate should be different. It took us exactly 5 minutes, by the way, to plant that field to plant the field. It took us 5 minutes, why am I saying 5 minutes? It took us 10 minutes to plant the field. 10 minutes to plant the field, which is actually really slow, which means we only cut off about 5 minutes overall in terms of time, but it is what it is. I'm not really freaking out. 5 minutes is 5 minutes. Sure. It is what it is. Okay, now we do need to get ourselves a village. We need to get ourselves some villagers, and the only place that I can get villagers readily available is by going over to here. Now, I'm just kind of comprehending the issues that we're going to be having. We need to get ourselves, obviously, the villager, sure. But we also need to get the villager to the other side of the water. And I don't know how I'm going to do that right now. So, yeah, we're going to figure that out on the fly. I think we're going to probably require a water bucket to do this. So, we're going to go grab ourselves a water bucket. We're going to go grab ourselves a villager. I don't know if these villagers are rebreeding with each other. But I hope they are. There's slimes everywhere. This is the closest guy to me. It would be easy to finesse him if he doesn't move. Get in there. I think we just broke our armor. I think our armor just broke. Our boots just broke. Oh, he's following us now. Sweet. All right. Come on. Keep following me. Come on. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat, dude. He's really going to require me to fight these guys, isn't he? All this for him just to go on the other side of the tilled ground. Alright, come on. Get in the boat, brother. You're coming home with me. Come on! Oh my god, he's not gonna get in the boat. You know, I really like the axe because it does a lot of damage, but with these damn slimes, it's freaking annoying as hell. Alright, let's get out of here. Dude, that's like the most broken, like, thing, is just the pulling the villagers on the boat. I mean, it really is. Now, this is ain't gonna snap, which is what I thought was gonna happen. Or, you can pull them up. Like, that's not... Oh my gosh, why are you in the boat? Alright, my second thought is if you do this with the boat. Now, this definitely does work in, like, normal world. But now that I want to show it on stream, it's not gonna work. You, slow, you really gotta go up it slow. If you go fast, it'll fall off. Look at how many pumpkins are growing. When people were asking about how fastly the pumpkin seeds grow, down here were the last ones we placed, by the way, and they're growing faster than the ones in the middle. It literally just goes off of time. There's literally nothing you can do. It just goes off of time and luck. There's a tick rate. Eventually, they'll grow into full things, but for now, those are the ones that fully grow. Okay. I really don't want... Oh, my God, we have to go here. I was going to say, I really don't want to go here because I don't want to ruin my torches, but I done right-clicked and tilled the ground, so this will be our entrance in. I think it is way better to just pick these guys up on the on this and just yeet them across. We do need to buy some diamond booties now. Speaking of, some of these trees, even though I really do like them, they're starting to get really annoying. So we're just going to start slowly chopping them down. So acacia trees, you're going away. And I don't think I'm going to plant acacia trees for a very long time until I really need the wood. We're not cutting them all down. We're not cutting them all down now. We're just cutting a few of them now so we can get these guys moving. And whenever I do that, I say I'm going to cut a few of them down, and then I end up cutting a lot of them down. All right, we're just cutting these down. This is it, Claude. Stop cutting. Stop cutting the trees. Okay, perfect. Now those are going to decay. They're going to be yeeted. That's fine. Now, is there dirt still in here? Yes. Okay, perfect. I have books in here? Yes, I do. I'm going to need emeralds. Yes. We need to get this guy into this place here. This is where he needs to go. This is going to be his new home. He's going to have so much fun in here. He's going to meet his new friends, and they're going to have a great, lovely time. Aren't they, everybody in chat? Everyone in chat, you better say the right answer, or you're going to be put into this house with these guys. All right, we're going to move him over a little bit. Going to move them over. And now they are not in the ideal spot. That's totally fine. We're just going to do the classic, there you go, strat. We're going to break all these beds, and this guy's going to never know there's other villagers in here. Might hear some strange noises, sure, but he's never going to know. Okay, now the hardest part. The hardest part in this is getting this guy to come into here and want to consensually become a beautiful librarian. But unfortunately, he doesn't have a choice, so he needs to get in here. And there's not really anything easy to do. And just hope he pathfinds into the house. And then when he pathfinds in the house, you hopefully can close up the wall before he runs away. And there you go. So here we go. We did break... Oh my god! Oh my god! We have an iron farm! We have an iron farm and I didn't even do anything! He didn't turn all the way into an iron farm. Why am I mispressing buttons so hard? All right, wow, we actually have an iron farm. That's crazy. I didn't think we were going to have one. Iron only spawn... Wow, that's crazy. All right, we're going to keep him there. We're going to keep him there for a second. All right, well, let's go into our settings. I did actually break a lectern to get here, so I do want to keep that in mind because I'm doing the mathsies on this. So, where do I go to see the statistics? Here we go. Items. This is times broken times mind. Times mind is where we're going to. We need to find the lectern here. Let's find the lectern, everybody. They need to switch this menu. They need to switch like an easy way to search. Like honestly, just scrolling is not the idea. Lectern. All right, 68 breaks, which was of course awesome because we placed. I remember 67. We got 67 on the last one. All right, 68 breaks. All right, we're trying to get ourselves Unbreaking 3, Mending, Feather Falling 4, or Efficiency 5. Those are the big ones we're trying to get. So, let's grab our emeralds. So when we do get one of these books, we can go from there. And if I do get something else, I will still buy that too. But those are the main ones I'm trying to get Mending, really. Because with this new update, No! Oh my... You know how hard it was to get this dude in here in the first damn place? Do you know... Like, it wasn't actually that hard, but... It wasn't that hard to do, no. But I'm not really surprised. It was so easy to get him in there that... I think he's trying to pathfind to his bed, which he doesn't have a bed. And I think they just defaultly go here because they think there is a bed. Is there a bed in this house? Like, I don't understand why they defaultly go to this frickin' place when they don't have a frickin' bed. Like, oh my god, like, you know how, oh my god, like, literally, bro. Like, literally, come on, bro. Come on, please, can you come back? This is the one time I want it to be nighttime and he's not gonna go back. And he's gonna think there's another bed somewhere for him and blah, blah, blah. Yep, he's gonna go to my bed. Oh, we're gonna literally play this game, aren't we? We're literally playing this game. He thinks that this is his bed. Nope, this is not your bed, buddy. Alright, let's do this again, my brother. Nope, this is not your bed. This is my bed. This is not your bed. This is my bed. This is not your bed. This is my bed. It was too easy. It was too easy to go out without having a problem. 68 breaks is what we were at in terms of the lectern. We're going to break it again because he doesn't have the trade that we want. We're going to place the lectern down. And we're going to hope that he decides to go back into the house as easy as he did the first time. There is a bed there for you too, by the way. There is a bed, for the record. For just you. There literally is a bed, literally. Just here for you. It would be too easy to do that. Alright, let's try to do this again. We cannot go over this ground here because of the tilled path. Because it gets stuck, because it's slightly lower. Alright, we're at 68. 68. I'm going to write that down on a piece of paper before I forget it already. 68. 68 is where we're at. Alright. You want to go to sleep? No. Please. Please don't run away. Please don't run away. Oh my gosh. Come on, please. We have you a bed right here. This is the one problem with having beds everywhere in your world, is they want to go pathfind to somewhere else. Yep, they do not. He does not want to register that bed. Oh, he just literally. Did you see him? He like walked over the boat. Oh man, we're gonna get this guy killed. That's crazy. He's gonna get killed. All right. I know where all the beds are. Come on. Let's go. Let's go to your bed. Let's go to your bed. Come on. Going back. We're going back this way. It's like talking to your cat when they try to run away from your house. Nope. You're going back over here. You know, another way to do this to not get as annoyed, because, you know, Minecraft villagers are really brain dead. But that's why they get put on farms. And that's why they get locked away. Come on. It's not because you guys are intelligent. I need to be more intelligent. I need to be more and more intelligent. I need to start doing stuff like this. See? He's not trying to sleep. See? He thinks there's another bed in the world that's his. No, no. This is your new bedroom. This is your new domicile. I'm gonna take a nice nap outside. You can take a nap inside or outside. That's up to you. We finally have enough villagers on this farm to actually genuinely generate them without having to wait, which is good. I didn't know what the cap was, but he might not also sleep there because of the placement of this like room. Like I just don't like it, but okay. All right, we're at 68. We had to break it. So 68 is where we're starting at. So we already broke it once. We're looking for mending, unbreaking 3, feather falling 4, and efficiency 5. Whatever is first come, first serve. I specifically hope it is mending. And I really hope they did not mess with the villagers. And this is the only trades that they give you from now on because we're going to find out real quickly. Well, every trade that we've done so far with the villagers have been the exact same trade. This is why you do this stuff before the new updates, huh? I love it how none of the YouTubers could just straight tell you that they've here we go. Sharpness 4. They did not, you know. Sharpness 5, my bad. 4, whatever. Didn't we have a sharpness guy already? Yeah, he was really bad though. This is sharpness 4 though. That's not any better. Okay, we can still get big high enchantments. That's good to know. Really good to know. Power no. No! What the are you doing, you idiot? Oh my god. Do you not see the repetition that we're doing? And you want to go stand in front of the damn axe? Like, you gotta be kidding me, brother. Luck of the 3C was pretty good. I think that's probably the highest one we can get. If not 5. Curse of Vanishing. Yes, I would want that in my single player world. Unfortunately, Curse of Vanishing doesn't really mean anything except for taking up a slot for me. Because if I die, everything vanishes. Not just that. Alright, eventually this guy should come back down to being like like, oh, he beat me. Which I did hit him with an axe, a diamond axe, which is... I hope he regens his health, by the way. I'm looking that up. Minecraft. Do villagers regen health? Yes, villagers in Minecraft regen health, but not automatically over time. Like players. Healing is they heal by leveling up through trades, unlocking new trades using splash potions of healing or sleeping in Bedrock. They do not passively heal damage on their own in Java. No, like nobody plays Bedrock. All right, come on. Villagers not regen. They only heal through specific actions using splash potion of healing or when they level up. This is Java. Okay, so when they level up or healing potions. Aqua Affinity? Oh my gosh. That is so good. But we are not going for that right now. We are going for mending. There's no way. Oh, shoot. Ah. There's no way that's like...
Mending is arguably one of the best enchantments in Minecraft, but it can be pretty tricky to get, so here's your ultimate guide to getting the mending enchantment in Minecraft. If you're interested in premium, you can find it in loot chests throughout the world, but the only guaranteed way is through librarian villagers. Now for this, you'll need to find an unemployed villager to train, by crafting one. Take a little while, but eventually mending will appear in the trade menu. Now during this process, make sure you don't trade...
Alright, I don't know what's this... The new Google search engine is just AI, and it just lies to you, so... the video literally shows something different. Okay, now I know it's a high premium, sure. It's 1 extra emerald. I'm not really too worried about it, but I'm going to get unbreaking. Now we have that done. Alright, now we're going to do our little math here. I would still like to get mending. Let's grab our calculator. Let's grab our digital calculator. Bring do is, kind of want to get some more iron. Plus, there's not going to be more iron golem spawning until he's gone. Do I still keep making the slime memorials? I'm not sure. Slime memorials were very cool, but I don't know if I want to do it in my main base because I'm not sure how many I gonna have. Do I have any more signs? I don't want to make just more signs. I'm like cheap. I'm very cheap in this world. I'm cheap in every Minecraft world. Should stop being cheap. I have more than enough materials for this. All right, what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna do the slime memorial again, but we're gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna go right about here. I don't know where the middle is. There's not really a general middle, but we're just going to go like this. We're going to make a little slime memorial, sure. Place this down, and then we're going to say iron golems 1. And then we're going to change it to 2. Then there's a sign in here. 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8. We're just going to keep rolling up and 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 up until we get to a spot that I think are good and comfortable. Then we'll respawn all those iron golems in a future land when we have enough iron. Okay, so what I want to do is I kind of wanted to make a general move my stuff to that house. Now, I don't want everything to move because I do want to have materials over here. So when I do, like, the only problem is with moving all my items over to my future house is I don't really spend a ton of time there. Like, I mean, I feel like I spend so much time here because it's centrally located to everything. So I'm not entirely sure if I want to move everything right this second. Because this is where I do spend like 99% of my time is in just these blocks here. So I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. All right. I did lose my torches somehow. What we do need to do is we do need to get more diamond boots because we're running out of diamond boots. I do also have other books here. We have protection 4. Maybe we should go upgrade. Maybe we should put some of these things on here. We have protection 4, and we have unbreaking 3. I'm not sure what the best Minecraft strategy is to put this on with these high-level enchantment books. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our looking world. I know what I'm doing. And this is sort of how we looked at the ground, by the way. What we're going to do... Oh, yeah, Zach Daily Games told me this, too. We can actually make large trees. I didn't know that was a thing. All right, we're going to grab ourselves an anvil. And then we're going to grab every book that I want to put on one of these bad boys. So let's go to our books. We're going to go to our books. We're going to go to our books. Book. Where are the books at? Here we go. All right, so we're going to want to put on our boots broke, right? Our boots broke. Well, our helmet broke as well. So the boots, I need feather falling because I want to put feather falling on it. There is a certain way to doing this. So we're gonna de-enchant. Of course, we're gonna de-enchant. I want feather falling 4, which I don't have. I want to have okay, this is getting annoying. Protection 4. Feather falling 4. Unbreaking 3. And then I'm gonna need mending. And I think those are all the enchantments that I need and or want onto a single thing. So I don't know what else there could be. But that's pretty much all I want for now until I, like, I guess figure out if I want something. So let me just get some books real quick as well. Books. Let's grab Bane of Arthropods 4 and then Respiration 2, and then I want to grab a grindstone. Okay. So I have a world, and obviously this is the these are not the enchantments that are on here. Oh man, I gotta put this on first. Okay. So blah 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 blah, because I already have 2 enchantments on my armor. So this is like, obviously, you know, oh, we get it from the Wandering Trader, right? So we need to de-enchant this. Now, I've heard things that it doesn't, like, completely reset it. So if we get that, and then I put my boots on, there is a certain way to do this. They said to place the books together and figure out what the best method is. So we have Protection 4, Mending, and Unbreaking 3. Welcome to the stream, Sith Lord. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, what is the best way to put this on? Protection 4, and this costs 4. This costs 2. Protection 4 and Mending costs 2. This one costs 3. So it probably should go that route. That only costs 2. Protection 4 and Mending. All right. And then if we do this, this costs 4. This costs 3. Okay. Then we put this on. This costs 7. This costs 8. So we'll go with the 7. Then we put this on here. This costs 11. And then we should be good. Now, you might say, Claude, why don't you just put them all on as you go? You can't do it that way, because if you do it that way, you won't be able to get all the enchantments. I think there is 5 enchantments to put on armor, but these are the only ones I want. So we still need to get Feather Falling 4 and Mending. And the whole point of that test was me to figure out which ones I could put on right now, but that's good to know. So we need Feather Falling. We need Feather Falling, and we need, what was the last one? Mending. Feather Falling and Mending. All right. Now, I don't want to actually go to the other village to just, like, go and do the trades over there, because what happens if the guy dies into a unsafe, hostile environment? But I think I'm going to take that risk right now, because I don't want to pull this guy all the way over here again. So we're going to do that. It's not good, but we're going to do that. It's going to be a little bit more annoying, but we're going to do it anyways. And hopefully we don't die. Hopefully they don't die. So let's go over there and let's go figure that out right now. We didn't grab any emeralds or books, which is a bad sign, considering we do need them. We do have an XP farm for people that are curious, so don't worry that we're not, like, we're going to have so much. We have more than enough XP. Now, we do not have more than enough emeralds, or I mean anvils. We do not have more than enough emeralds. We literally have a set amount of anvils, which is, how much iron do we have in our worlds? We have, 36 iron. 36 iron will get us how much? We will literally have 5 iron. How do we make a grindstone? Huh. Apparently, grindstone's not an object you can craft in Minecraft. Minecraft, how to create a grindstone. Okay, this needs to be a 20-second tutorial. It doesn't even need to be a tutorial. Show me what we need. You need stick, wood, slab. Thank you. Boom. Literally done. Thursday. It's so annoying. Well, I'm counting that as 45 now because we're gonna switch. We're gonna rewrite it on the paper 45 because I didn't even check his trades. Thursday. Yep, Thursday is when we get a new microphone. Thursday. 9. Come on, my guy. Let's catch a dub. Where did the bed go? Wasn't there a bed in here? Oh, it's a white bed. I didn't even look for a white bed. So used to not using like blue and black. Thursday. All right, we're gonna probably stream until about 7:20 today, so we got about like another hour. Now, if my microphone keeps going to being like you guys, we can't go more than like 10 minutes without having an issue. Then I'm just going to just not stream until it shows up. But I really want to play. Like, you don't know how much I want to play this world. It's so crazy. So if the microphone doesn't show up until Thursday and or Friday, then we just won't stream until then. But I really want to keep progressing, and I know it's annoying that some of this goes offline. But I really hope it doesn't. Like, if it does it a couple times, sure. But we did get the same microphone we were talking about before, Sith Lord. It's a very cheap microphone. It only cost me like $15, I think. Maybe $20. It's very cheap. Now, I only bought a cheap microphone for this specific reason. I bought this cheap microphone because, not this one, well, the one that's coming in the mail. I bought a cheap microphone because I want to, like, sure, eventually I want to get a complete goated setup. Which I've been saying for the last 7 years of 1,100 videos. I've been saying it since then, but I've been saying it since then. Oh, man. But what else? I can't get off the fact. Like, there's like no excuse. No, I just want to get another microphone so that I don't actually have to bend my neck forward. I have to lean forward with my neck to talk and get high, super quality things. Looting 3 is really good too, but I unfortunately going to have to pass on that. Unbreaking 3, we already have you, and this is actually cheaper than the guy that we have, but we're not going to have that many unbreakings. But I always say but because that's my transitional word. This microphone, I won't have to bend my neck forward. Hopefully. Ideally, I don't have to bend it forward. Like, hopefully there's enough room so I can keep my microphone and, like, I can actually, like, sit back in my chair like this. And I know you can hear me like this, but I gotta command my voice. And you know I don't command my voice when I'm just trying to just chill. Especially when I'm playing Fortnite. Like, I just want to sit back, like, in my chair. As intended as my chair is. I can't move my chair in anymore because there isn't room or my stomach gets in the way. It's not like I'm fat. I mean, I am overweight, sure, but I can't move anymore. Like, I would need to remove my bones. Mending Feather Falling 4 is what we're specifically looking for. Now, if I get something cool, I don't know what else is cool. I don't really know. We got Feather Falling 2, but we need 4. The great thing about having all these enchantments already done is we are mending. Boom, baby. That is what I'm talking about. Where are my bling-blonging books? Where are my books? Where are my books? Why are my books not in my inventory? Do not die. Where did I put my books? If I left my books over here, I'm going to be livid. How was the movie last night? Oh, yes. Thank you, Sith Lord. I'm sorry that I could... I don't know when I'm going to be able to play Fortnite again, for the record. I was sitting there after the movie, and I'm like, oh, we can play Fortnite. I had to do something for, like, only 5 minutes. I had to use the restroom. That's what I was trying to say. I had to use the restroom. I just didn't want to say that in stream. And, yeah. After that, hit me. I was drinking my Monster energy drink. It hit me, and I just like was exhausted, and I literally could not like move. I was just like, I am so tired. And then I was kind of listening, like what was going on in the chat, and then I just like was like, I need to go to bed. And then like in the entire day today too, I was like exhausted. But the movie was phenomenal. There's a few spots that I had to get up because I was making some chicken tenders. Or chicken nuggets to be exact. They weren't tenders. There was a few spots that I had to get up to go do some things, but I thought the movie was awesome. I would say that you were probably the mole. If I had to accrue you to a person, I would say you're the mole. You know everything about a certain subject. You were definitely the mole, for sure. For sure. Thought the movie was phenomenal. I would give the movie from the parts that I saw, because I did have to step up. Oh my god, my ear getting old. I would say that the movie overall was probably Atlantis. We were talking about the movie Atlantis, the Disney movie. I would say it was, man, it was really good. I've never seen that movie before. I would say it was like a 9 out of. I would say currently after watching the movie, I would give it like a 9 out of 10. Now I have to watch it a few times. Atlantis: The Lost Empire. I have to watch it a few more times to give it a lifelong rating, but for right now, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. There's a few points in that movie that I think that it was a little predictable, but it's because I know my knowledge of movies and I know how to predict them. Also, I got a media degree, so when you work not specifically on movies every day, you say do not work on movies every day. But when you see it a lot, you kind of know what's going to happen. And that's the one problem about being a media person that they don't tell you is once you learn the thing, a lot of stuff is very predictable. There's a few predictabilities in that movie just from knowing it. But there's also a lot of stuff in that movie that was not predictable, and I could not predict that was going to happen. And I thought that was lit. So... But I thought it was like, I would have never thought that movie would have been like that. So it was really phenomenal. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan. 9 out of 10. But you got to give me a couple times to watch it, and then I can give you a solid rating. Okay, I brought some sugarcane with. Now, the sugarcane, I'm going to actually keep here because I do want to continue to plant the sugarcane, to be honest with you. So that we can make paper and we can trade paper, because we can actually trade paper and we can make emeralds that way. I honestly forgot that was a thing, and I had 2 villagers already. So I'm happy that I just actually rediscovered that, because I can actually make a lot of money that way quicker, I think, than doing the food route. Because paper and sugarcane grows a lot faster, and I have a lot more room for sugarcane. And sugarcane is sugarcane. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm a big fan of it. I don't have any leads on me. I don't need leads because I'm not moving him, Claude. Reminder, Claude, you are not moving the villager. The villager will be permanently in this location until another day. Another day, another live stream, another thing. We're going to be ending the stream here in about 15 minutes, though. I do want to remind myself of that. But I would say the movie's a 10 out of 10. For sure. Or sorry, not a 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Sorry. Didn't mean to say 10 out of 10. It was really good. I need to watch it a few other times. But it was really, really good. Alright, boom. We got a mending villager. We're going to buy a couple mending books while we're here. I don't think he's going to go on sale. He is going to go on discount. Really. Alright, well, we got 5 of them. Now I don't have any more books to trade for the next guy that we need. But that's fine. Go back inside. Go back inside. Go back inside. Please. Go back inside, please. I'm like having a mental breakdown. Go back inside. Go back inside. Go back inside. Go back inside. Please, please, please. Please go back inside. Go back inside. Back inside. Back inside. Come on, let's go inside. 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 Let's go back inside. This is probably the worst part of Minecraft is waiting. But Sith Lord reminded me that we have bells. And we should not be as fearful of going back inside as we have been. Because I'm a little brain deady. We have bells. We have the power of the bell. Okay, so here's a villager here. Here's a nitwit here. And I trapped the wrong guy inside the house. I need to trap them inside, sure. Like, I'm not denying that I need to trap them inside. This guy needs... It's almost nighttime. Where are you going? Kylie said the best feature is the bell. I mean, regardless, whoever said it, it is the best feature. Go inside. Come on, dude. It's literally almost nighttime. Alright, so our mending villager is trapped all the way in the back. All the way in the back he's trapped. Perfect. Then these guys are trapped here. Now, these guys don't have anything on me right now that I need. Well, the last thing that we need right now is feather falling, and then we can get ourselves our first, what they would call a god set in Minecraft. But I don't like to call it a god set, because I think that's kind of mad disrespect. But I'm going to call it the Fred set, because Fred is Epic Games. So we just need to get... I mean, it's not the most ideal. Sure, we can get, like, thorns on it. Sure, we can get, like, other things on it, but I'm not trying to get those enchantments. I'm just trying to get... Oh, there's thorns, speaking of. Impaling 4. We can still get tridents. Tridents are still a possibility. Feather falling? Did we get... Wait, we need feather falling, don't we? We need feather falling, yeah? Feather falling 4. That's what we need. And I left my sugarcane all the way back at the house. Wow, that was easy. How many times did I break it? I put it down 1, 2, 3, 4 times in here. 5 times. We're going to say feather falling took us about 5 hits to get feather falling 4. We're going to say 5 hits. We're going to say 5 hits. And I got to do the math on the other one. So, sometimes I go so fast I always forget to keep track of these things. 5 hits. Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy? Could have. I mean, I can go back in the stream and count it, but we're just going to go with 5. It's close enough. I mean, I guess I could do the math. I guess I could actually... I can actually do the math without going back in the stream. How would we do that? We would just take the amount of... we would take the... we'll do the math. I'll just do it with you over here when we get to it. I'll explain it in 2 seconds when we get over there, unless somebody else can figure it out in chat before I say it. How do we make a book? There we go. Goodness me. I don't know why I can't find these things sometimes. You know what I really want right now? Unfortunately, I have a cavity, so I shouldn't be drinking these things ever again. And I still keep drinking energy drinks and like sugar-free pop. Oh, I just gotta give it up, man. I gave it up after I got my not cavity, a root canal that I need to get done. See, there's always a spot, and I do not have my bucket on me. Of course, there's always a spot that I miss with the water. But I really want, like, a Frosty, a slushie from the gas station. Like, I want a Pepsi slushie. There was one time in my entire life that I actually found a Pepsi slushie. Oh, my God, that was phenomenal. There's always Coke, or there's Cola. There's Pepsi. That was phenomenal. But I want a Pepsi slushy or even a Coke slushy. I want that. So bling blong bad. I also want movie theater butter popcorn from the movie theater. Welcome to the stream, R3. Thanks for coming out to the stream. I'm having some microphone issues, R3. So if you don't hear me talking, I'm getting a brand new microphone after having this microphone for over 6 years used. It's coming to an end. So we're getting a new microphone. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. All right, we're almost here. We're going to have to go back again. We are going to have to go back, and it's fine that we have to go back. You're all good, bro. All right, I just want to let you know. So if it cuts off and comes back in, it's coming Thursday. I cannot wait for it to come Thursday. Oh, my God. All right, here we go. Let's get to this guy here. Feather Falling 4. Boom. Now we actually have all of our books. Now we can get ourselves some Fred armor, also known as AKA God armor. All right. Boom, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We're leaving this area. We're going to go back. We should have got all the books. We should have done this all smartly, but I didn't do that. It is what it is. Oh, you know what I should buy is I should buy a whole bunch of mending books while I'm here with the remaining emeralds that I have. Because if they do change the mending, the way the villager happens, I want to make sure that I have more than enough mending books sitting down. I want to make sure that I have more than enough every kind of book, but mending books specifically. We just wasted. It's not wasted. Mendings is never wasted. When getting mending books is never wasted. Ever. So don't ever say that. But I know they're going to be doing a villager update soonish. Probably the 27. Don't know what that is. It's going to be a couple years until that comes out. Sure. But I'm going to buy as many mending books as I possibly can. I'm going to start tucking them in places. Just so that I have them. Just in case. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to our house. Oh, I just traded all my emeralds away that I needed to go get myself the diamond boots. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to make an anvil. An anvil is expensive, considering we do not have an iron farm. We're going to make an iron farm soon. Don't worry. I don't think we need one right now. I kind of like struggling a little bit. We're going to make an anvil. We're going to make one anvil, and we're going to make boots. We're going to make boots exactly how we want them. We need 3 of these. Boom. We need to make an anvil bottom. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. We only have 8 emeralds or 8 iron left in our entire world. It is what it is. And then we're going to tuck in all of our books in here. We need to have Feather Falling 4, check. We need mending, check. We do not need these beds, so get rid of those beds. We don't need this garbage in our inventory. Don't need any of that garbage in there. I'll keep the books. I'll put the books in here. So we need mending, Feather Falling 4, Unbreaking 3, Unbreaking Tree, and then we need Protection 4. Boom. Baby, that's what I'm talking about. Now we're going to do this with all the armor. We're going to do this with all the armor. But for now, this is what we're sticking with. We need to grab some more emeralds. Why do I need more emeralds, Claude? Why would you need more emeralds? You need emeralds to get boots. Yes, that's why you need the emeralds. Gotta say that out loud because sometimes I don't think about that. All right, who's trading me potatoes? All right, don't know how many I need, but I'm going to say like about a half a stack is probably decent enough. Now that I have pumpkins, I can start trading pumpkins with these guys, and we can get even more emeralds even faster. And on discounts, too. Because they'll be on a discount. See, some of these don't do melons. This does pumpkins. That does melons. Only half of... Wow, okay, so nothing really changed. Okay, it is what it is. All right, perfect. Got a little bit more emeralds there. We need to get ourselves some boots. He's going to give us diamond boots here. Fire protection 1. We're going to buy them. Boom. Now we need to make ourselves an enchanter. Or a de-enchanter. So let's go grab ourselves a de-enchanter. which I think is 2 sticks, a slab, a smooth slab to be exact. So I should probably start smelting some stone up. I need a lot of smooth stone when we start building these walls, so I'm just going to start doing that right now. I also want a stone cutter too, but I'm not wasting. I'm going to keep my 8 iron for a rainy day. So we need sticks, wood, and what else do I need for a grindstone? The slab, I believe. The game wasn't telling me what it was going to be. Grindstone. I think it's sticks, slabs, and wood. All right, I'm looking that crafting recipe up before I make these into the. So we need slab, sticks, and wood. So I was right. All right, so we need this. Boom. All right, de-enchanter. Boom. Done. All right, I'm gonna catch up on some of your guys' comments real quick. I think my game crashed. My PC crashed. None of it crashed. The green shirt nitwood is a breed villager, higher tick rate for breeding. Really? I did not know that nitwoods actually bred faster. Butter flavored coconut oil Claude for coconut pop. Butter flavored coconut oil Claude for popcorn. That's the movie theater butter. Really? Would have never known that. I actually did not know that. All right, we're gonna let that stuff smelt, and we're gonna go to our place, and we're gonna go actually enchant this. But before we do that, we're gonna go grab Chessboat. Where's Chessboat at? It's been so long since I've seen Chessboat. I don't know where Chessboat is. Does anybody remember where Chessboat could be? Does anybody remember where my black bed is as well? Here we go. Chessboat, I think, is we're gonna call as good as gone. We'll find him eventually. But for now, I think he is lost. We're going to take a quick gander. Chessboat, I think, as we're going to say, is gone. See, there's still spots here where slimes are spawning. And that is probably based on some of this. Well, that side is obviously the chunk. This should be fine here, I think. Maybe this needs to get moved over one. Chessboat. Chessboat. All right, we're going to do the good old-fashioned walking trade so we get to our XP farm. I left my boats over there. Dang it. Pretty sure my farm's this way. We got everything we need, right? De-enchanter, anvil, boots, and some XP. The last time we've been to this XP farm, which we've only used like one time, by the way, for everyone who's curious, we used this XP farm like once, and it was not even to get XP. It was literally just to build it, to test that it would work, and called it a day. This is also why I saved my iron, everybody, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't, like, screw myself over. All right, here's another thing that I want to tell everyone too. Is this bottom wall down here and in our worlds, we're going to 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, or 1,000, 1,000, and negative 1,000, negative 1,000. That's the only area that we're allowed to go into, unless we're going to the end, or unless we sacrifice something like crazy. But we're trying to stay only in this building area. Not like there's a penalty for going outside of it, but we're just not allowed to loot outside of the 1,000 border range. We're not allowed to loot out there. We're not allowed to do, except for going to the end. That's like the only exception. Or if we get lucky and get a book trader, or a map maker, and he says that there's something under the bedrock, like a trial chamber, which can spawn under the bedrock, or anything else that could spawn under the bedrock. Oh wow, we were so good. The last time we went over here was actually to fix that thing. The roof, or the interior. I think this would be a good spot once we get this goated armor and then we go back to our house. That would be like probably pretty much at our end point. I cannot wait for my new microphone to come through, and I hope there's no problems with it because I want to sit back in my chair. It's been only like 5 years since I've had this chair and I've not been able to sit back on it. Okay. Except for like when I'm not streaming. So, like I said, there's a certain way to do this. We're going to put the anvil here. And then we're going to place in our grindstone. Well, grindstone we can pick up. I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, the anvil we can pick up too, but I mean, there's limitations. Okay, there's a certain... Okay, first thing we got to do is come over here, de-enchant the book. Or the boots. Boom, done. We have to enchant the books together. This is 2. Feather falling and mending. I think that's the only one that has 2. I think that's how we did it in our Creative world as well. So this is 2. I'm just curious. This is 4. This is 3. This is 4. This is 4. So we're going to go with this method here, right? This is 2. Right? There's no other way they do 2. Right? I'm not going crazy. That's 2. Okay, we're going to go 2. Boom. Then we're going to go this way. This is 4. This is 4. I definitely did that backwards, but I think it'll work out fine. This is 7. This is 10. This is 7. And then we have ourselves... Boom! Baby! That's what I'm talking about. We had 80 levels. Now we're down to 51. Now we have ourselves officially a Fred set of boots. Protection 4, Feather Falling 4, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. There's a few other enchantments that we can get on here, but these are the ones that I want, and I'm not spending the rest of the day stream to try to get that. Before I forget, I keep forgetting to tell you guys how many times it costs to break these things, and I'm going to update my sign. That is what we're doing. I did forget, but I didn't overall forget. All right, so when we're doing our lectern, we're going to do the math. It took us about 5 chances to get the feather falling. So we're going to go to, I'm going to write this on a paper. Feather falling took us 5 attempts, right? Took us 5 attempts to get feather falling, roughly. Now, it could have been 6. It could have been 7. I don't know. So we're going to do 191 minus 5. That gives us 186. We did break the lectern to get to the other spot. So we're going to minus 1, which is 185. So it was 185. We were at 145. It was 185 minus 145 means to get ourselves the mending, it took us 40 attempts. And to get a feather falling 4, it took us 5 attempts. Eventually, everybody, we are going to do the exact same method. We're going to have it down to a T for the tools. We're going to have Unbreaking 3. On our tools, we're going to have Unbreaking 3, Mending, and Efficiency 5. And then one's going to have Efficiency 5 and Silk Touch. Then Fortune for the hoe or whatever else we want to put Fortune on. Maybe we put on an pickaxe as well, even though we don't need that ever in this world. The reason why we do the books like that, I'm just going to keep saying it over and over and over. I want to brain this into your brain, and so you can tell other people. The books, you could, in theory, put 7 different enchantment books on the thing 1. And then there's a maximum level. There is a max level. Like once you hit like level 40 on the anvil, you can't go any higher. So you only have 5 books on there. Once it gets to a certain point that it costs too much in the game and it won't let you do it. Which is stupid, by the way. Which is really stupid. It should let you do it because you can, in theory, get more XP. But they really don't want that to work. So, but we never have to worry about our boots ever again. If our boots get low, we go back over here and fix them up. Now, I do have Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3. I can put those on my pants and on my my chest plates when they break. So I guess those are the next thing I can do. And Mending. But I don't know what else other like enchantments. I wouldn't want thorns on there. So I think those are to be the next things we do. And then the helmet. The helmet, we're going to need Aqua Infinity. We're not doing that on today's stream. We would need like those sort of enchantments as well. So we're gonna keep that in mind too. We're gonna do a little bit of harvesting our pumpkin field. This is like our first harvest of our pumpkin field. We're gonna get so much emeralds. I think what just think of this. 6 pumpkins equals 1 emerald. If it was like melons, you would need like 16 melons for the same amount. More efficient, more awesomeness. You know what I want to feel like is gonna happen one day with Minecraft? Is they're gonna do a Minecraft update where they want you to do crop rotation. I know they're going to do that in this game eventually. Crop rotation. What does that mean? You're going to have to break the stems and you're going to have to place watermelons and you're going to have to crop rotate. Like, that would be a cool feature. Would be a cool feature. It would be annoying as hell, though. Especially if you're just trying to do, like, not crop farming simulator. It would be a cool feature, but not farming simulator wise. I think that villager was trying to go to this bed that's sitting in this wheat field or in this pumpkin field, this pumpkin patch. We're going to pick this one up and then hopefully he resets. Oh, apparently I did miss a spot or a Enderman came here. We're going to leave that. I guess I'll pick it up. The only problem is well, back in the day, all the stalks would stick with each other. But I don't think it was like that because it was in that one spot where all 3 stalks could stick to each other, but they didn't. Let's catch a dub, guys. Now, we do have a few sugarcane left with us. And I do actually have a few items that I can still trade with these guys to get some more cashoroni. Like these carrots. The bottom one I want to always have max filled out with the food. Because, if you are tuning in, these are my planter ones. Now, I do also have a double chest somewhere on the other side over there with planter crops. But it's just always nice to have, for my mental sake, that there is a planter crop section over here. All right, let's go make some money, money, money. Everybody likes the money, money, money. Everybody put the money. Get some money. We're about to make a dub. We're about to catch a dub on this. All right. Are you guys still on sale? Discount? Why are you guys not on discount? I literally just traded with you. I literally just traded with y'all. All right, let's get some cash over an ace. All right, he should be going on a discount here in a second. There we go. Perfect. 5. All right, we're going to max out his potatoes. And then we're going to buy his melons, his pumpkins, which is about a stack. But that's really good. Now we're going to take his bed away from him and sleep where he's going to sleep. Should I be that rude? We're gonna only trade right now with the guys with pumpkins because I really do want a discount. And then we're gonna steal his bed. We should steal the bed from somebody else. How much was that? We're at 56. Oh, we already maxed him out. Dang it. All right, well, we're gonna have to wait then, I guess. These guys don't do them. Of course, they don't do them. What about this guy? Please tell me this guy trades pumpkins. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Eventually they would reset their thing. I'm gonna pick up their things real quick. All right, we'll wait a second. I guess I could do the math in my head, but I don't want to do the math. I just want to count it. All right, we'll tuck all those away. And I could get more emeralds, and I should do that. But I do want to update these signs real quick. So, what was it? Mending took us 40 attempts. And feather falling took us 5 attempts. Isn't that crazy? I can go back and stream and figure that out. But what's it going to change? This was like 39 attempts and this was 6? Like, I mean, it's not going to change much. Really, it's not going to change too much. I should probably try to go get fortune. And then I could trade with these guys in here and try to pull some more emeralds out by trading paper. But they're not going to go... These guys are not going to be going on discount like crazy like everybody else. The only thing they're going to be going on discount is for like I said, paper. Sharpness 5. Of course, the one guy I want to see is in the corner. Don't put baby in the corner. Protection 4. Sharpness 5. Unbreaking 3. Okay, so you already forgave me. Perfect. I love you. They all trade for paper? Nope, they don't all trade for paper. This guy trades for bookshelves. And I do need more books. Not like that desperately, because I do have a cow farm. But just like this, boom, we get some more money. I shouldn't turn all this into paper, but I did plant down a whole bunch of... Well, if I turned all that in paper, I would have never been able to continue growing sugarcane ever again until I wait for another wine and trader to show up. But the one thing, too, is if I trade so much with these guys, they're going to go on discount, and I'm going to, like, it's not like... I'm not... If they go on discount, it's not the end of the world, because even though I think it's going to be, like, crazy, like... Sure, it's only 1 emerald off. Like, it's not really the end of the world. These guys, he upgraded to channeling. That's actually kind of good if I had a trident. This is kind of good, too. Lanterns. 1 emerald for a lantern. How many lanterns can I get? Not sure. But that is nice. He went at a 2 discount. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be the... Like, it's not super crazy. And this guy gives me lanterns as well, too. So... Just a little bit. We're getting a little bit slowly, but surely we're getting more ways to get more in emeralds. These are the last of the stuff I can... Oh, I have more stuff here. Perfect. Now, I'm not doing the carrot guys right now because I'm just trying to make sure that these guys don't lose their sales. Okay, here we go. 1 stack of pumpkins gives us 12 emeralds. Isn't that crazy? 12 emeralds for a stack of pumpkins if they're on discount and sale. Now these, it's like you only get like a 1 stack gives you 2 emeralds. I mean, it's still better than nothing. And we're not trading beetroot or wheat anymore because I figured out that trading those are kind of stupid because you can't grow them as fast. What I think I should be growing specifically now that I've done this trading, and I've kind of figured out what I kind of want, and which guys give me sales and discounts, I think we're going to only be trading potatoes or we're only going to be growing potatoes and pumpkins. I think those are the only things we're going to be trading. Because these guys that go on sale for carrots are like, sure, they're good, but it's not like... There's only one guy that really trades carrots. Like, that's not really worth my time to plant an entire crop field for that. If they're there, sure. If they're not there, it's not like should be my main goal. Nope, they didn't reset. All right, perfect. That should be fine. That should be more than enough fine. Boom, we got more than enough emeralds sitting here. And what I'm going to do, too, I guess I'm going to do it off stream, is when these sugarcane grow, which I'm going to harvest some of them now, I'm going to place sugarcane all around our river of Fred. It's not gonna be a permanent fixture. There's gonna be some spots with sugarcane. There's gonna be some spots that don't. But for now, this is good. This is the best use of our water. And when it's fully grown around, it's also gonna give us another layer too. But I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not gonna be the entire thing. It's gonna be like sugarcane right on the thing. And I'm gonna lose some of it. I'm not going back to pick it all up. These slimes are gonna ruin this experience. But it's just to get this going so we can trade more paper, make some more money, make some more cash, more ways to make cash. You never know how to make cash in this game. This the quantity of this, the quantity of having so much pumpkins and sugarcane and items to trade that are different from each other. That's why I said we still do grow some carrots from here and there, but it's not our main thing anymore. Or beetroots or wheat, not our main thing anymore. Is we have so much we can choose what we want to sell. If we want to just go for paper at this route, we have two guys that'll just trade paper. Paper is relatively easy to make and it's cheap to make. It grows faster than the food itself. It grows a lot faster than the food itself, and so I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. And I can get a lot of it. I mean, especially with the water officially down there. Now I officially have the water, which I couldn't do before because I didn't have all that water placed in there. But now that I do, I could like just crank out as much sugarcane as I want, and eventually it'll go around, and I could do the inside, you know, and then I could go. I have two villagers over in another village, but I'm so happy. We have literally Fred boots, which is formerly known as the quote God boots, but they're Fred boots. Protection 4, feather falling 4, unbreaking 3, mending. Isn't that crazy? Look, we have the best armor in the game. We have the best armor of all time. Now we'll never have to worry about boots, and we never really have to buy boots ever again. We will never need to buy Minecraft boots if we know what we're doing. Isn't that awesome? We're going to cut a couple of these trees down. I'm going to just cut a couple of trees down, and then we're going to kind of yeet this stream. We're pretty much at the ending point. So if you guys got to go, you got to go. I might just decide and wait for my new microphone to show up before I do another live stream, because I know a couple people were saying that I was having some microphone issues, and I was still having microphone issues, which I'm happy that you guys actually pointed out. So I might just do stuff off stream. If I do stuff off stream, I think I'm going to just get more of these birch trees going and spruce trees and jungle trees, cut them down. And I might design the little bump on the outside. Not the mountains. But you know how we have this little, the bump here that gives us the depth of this. It comes out a little bit. I think I might design that and pull it out. Pull it out and start doing that on the outsides, so that we can go and just have a great idea of what we're going to do and where we're going to do it. Like I said, I'm not going to go and do the mountains. The mountains, I definitely need to have an idea, a thought, and a design and everything. So that will be definitely thought off of stream, on stream, and built on stream. And then once I start getting that rolling, then I'll probably do some of that building off stream. I wanted Feather Falling 4 boots because as we almost died in this series already to fall damage, and I definitely do not want to die of fall damage, especially off stream. I don't want to die on fall damage on stream either, but this is the most valuable. Next things that we do get is I'm going to look at the trading for the armor. But I think the best armor that I'm going to do is I'm just going to do Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, and Mending on our body and on our pants. For our helmet, what do I want on my helmet? I want Respiration, I want Aqua Infinity, Unbreaking, Mending. That's only 4 enchantments. We need Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, Unmending, Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, Aqua Infinity, Respiration, that's 5 enchantments, and then I think there's 2 other enchantments I could put on there. Oh, my feet! You know what I forgot to put on these feet? Dang it! I didn't even think about it. Depth Strider. I don't really need Depth Strider, but I wish I put it on there. I didn't think about that. But it's okay. I don't really know what the max Depth Strider is. I think max Depth Strider is... I think I might be able to still put it on here because I did do the book method. But if not, it's not the end of the world. I'll figure it out. If not, I'll just make another set of armor. It's not efficient or whatever, but it's fine. You know what was good and nice is, considering that was the first... 80 was the highest level enchantment we had ever on this world, and I think the highest ever I've ever had in Minecraft in a long time, except for like maybe creative mode. But I mean, we would have to sit in XP farm for a very long time. We just could instantly do it because we had 80 levels. And I'm sure we'll get our 80 levels back quickly, but not as quick as we did before because we already got our tool guys kind of set up how we like them. You know, if we're going to get efficiency 5 eventually and unbreaking 3. We already have unbreaking 3 on this. So eventually we'll get efficiency 5 and these tools start becoming obsolete, but it's so nice that at any point I could just go buy myself a efficiency 3 shovel with unbreaking 3 on it, and the same thing with my axe. I don't have a good diamond axe now, but it is what it is. You made tacos? Well, I'm about to go make myself some pizza. Warm me some pizza up, because this is probably the exact spot that we're going to end, Sith Lord. I want to give a special shout out to Sith Lord, as well as R3 for coming out to today's stream. We actually got a bunch of stuff set up and good to go. And off stream, I'm going to grab these acacia things and break down all the additional acacia trees that I did not cut down. But that is where I'm going to end the stream. Thank you so much for watching, Fredlings. We are going to do another live stream here soon. I hope you have a fun time getting your friend from the airport. You had some spicy tacos. And I have a bunch of hot Cheeto stuff too. My dad ate a whole Supreme Red Baron pizza by himself and finished a minute ago. Yes, I don't have that. I have some local pizza places by us. So that's what we already have. So I'm going to eat some of that. But yeah, I hope you have fun going to the airport. I love you guys. I'll see you soon, Sith Lord. And I am Claude from Chicago. And remember, a real friendly makes their own luck. Bye.